See, I'm getting a new area cleared out. This is all weeds over here before. I always need more space. This is gonna be my cleaner. Looks pretty good to me. Here's my dilemma. This is one of those. This is one of the cheaper gouges that you buy off the internet, off eBay or Amazon. I'm already noticing the teeth. These teeth on these are kind of soft. You know, it's kind of a shot in the dark. I had a little extra money to try something out. The reason I got this is primarily for making bowl shapes. That's all that I really wanted it for. Now the real pain here is this bearing. This bearing came inside one of the pulleys, but I couldn't get the pulley onto the saw with the bearing in the pulley. So now I'm trying to figure out, because this is your standard steel bearing race. It's thinner than the cage on this one. It doesn't work. That doesn't work in here. There's a lot of slop. I don't know if you can see it. A lot of slop. We don't want that, because that's just gonna beat the crap out of that. But the thing is here I got the bearing out of this one and fit it up, and it does the same thing. So the fact that this fits on the shaft and it does fit inside of one of these is telling me that maybe I should just go ahead and pound it on there. This is probably not the best way to do this. You know, if it's a last resort, I could do it, but I knew I had a rubber mallet. I mean, it's really weird because you can't really get the bearing off easily. It doesn't go on easily when it's in the pulley. It's just a bad fit. And the thing is, for me, the less gas stuff I have to use, the better. And it's not so much that I'm trying to save the environment or worried about the environment or save gas or anything like that. That's the noise. I just don't like the screaming of a saw, of a gas saw all the time. You know, I'd rather have this hooked up on an electric saw, which here I actually have. I'm gonna try to fit. I mean, these hubs, the size, the diameter of these hubs doesn't matter on that electric saw. You don't even need the whole hub. All you need is the center drive, really, on that particular electric saw. It's a matter of squeezing these plates apart, getting all this apart, and getting it to fit. And see the bore on that, man, that's really tight. So yeah, I definitely want to try that. That would be really cool if that worked out, because then I would have an electric saw with that. And I mean, ideally it would be this guy, but this guy has the type of sprocket set up where you're going to be messing around to get any one of those pulleys onto here. This is most ideal because this is that stupid manual oiler, which I don't use. So I'd love to get this thing. The goal is to get this thing set up with that head sometime working. But it's going to take a lot. It's going to take a whole lot of work. Which, of course, as with everything, I don't have time for all that. So, let me see if I can press this in. I don't think this is the best idea, but in this situation, usually don't have much of a choice. We can slowly, very slowly, see if it starts going in. Oh, there she goes. It does work, guys. It does. You can press stuff just on a vise, a bench vise. You just saw that I did. You just gotta go slow with it and not over push it. Probably not the best thing that I don't have a tool that fits that perfectly, because I'm denting the hell out of the race. So I don't know how many times I'm gonna get away with pulling this bearing and refitting the bearing. So there, if I bang on it enough, it should go on. And it does turn. It's not going to work with the actual steel. You see what's happening there. But, okay, so we got this on there. That's good. And since I have a supply of these, I'm just gonna plier that sucker on there. See how long it holds. So that's what that whole washer is for. Initially, is to keep from pressing against that clip. I mean, the thing is think about what you're getting something for, and then try to think about what it would actually be worth if you had to make it yourself. See, that's where the school of thought that I come from. That thing is rough as hell. Look at that. Look at how it just wobbles. That's how cheap these are. This hub is all over the place. It's not even centered on the pulley. But it's gonna work. It's gonna work to get it going and see what the heck we have here. As a fabricator, I've done machining. I've done, to some degree, to understand it, to understand what it's about. I have some perspective there. So I look at something like this and I go, yeah, well, yeah, it's cheap. What do you expect? You can't expect a lot of great things from a cheap thing like this. So I'm going to use these washers. I don't know if it's the right thing or not, if that's what they're intended for. I don't even read the instructions on things like this. This is just your skip guard. It's just your dog resource for making bowl shapes. Like I said, that's its primary intention. If it works out to be great for other things, then hey, that's even better. Because you can get other teeth for these. And see, the thing I don't like about the belt drive is you gotta frickin' stretch that sucker way out, And then the belt's going to heat up. It's going to heat this head up a lot. I mean, it's going to get hot really quick. The tighter you have to run that belt, and I already see a problem where it's touching the saw right here. It's just barely touching it, and it's going to keep rubbing on it even more. So, and you can't put your bar and chain cover back on with these. We've all tried it. Many of us have tried. The minute you get this thing, you go, oh yeah, I'll just put the bar and chain cover back on. Nobody's done that before. So there's the general setup. After a lot of farting around. That sounds like bearing. Oh. No, it's not bearing. That's that stupid washer. I forgot all about it. My bad, guys. I'm sorry about that. You saw, there's some idiocy right there. I'm like, what is that? What is banging around? Still gonna say the best investment you can make. One of these guys, like 30 bucks. I think it was like 30 bucks for that. Yeah, let's get that out of there. It's obviously already done some damage. Don't need that banging around in there. If you don't need it in there banging around, don't leave it in there. Let's not, if it's not doing us any good, let's get it right out of there. Try this again. But yeah, just a little bit of investment. So the goal with this is to go electric, so I'm bowl making with it. I got to get it set up for an electric. That's better. That's kind of cool. I'm kind of happy with it. For what, 70 bucks, 65, 70 bucks? That's not a bad deal for that thing. And I already feel like it's gonna massively speed up the one thing that I wanted to get it for, which is bowl making. My bowl making process. You know, I don't really need oil feeding to the belt, but maybe it's keeping it cool, so I'm not going to fight with it. That's what I bought the thing for, is doing that, exactly that right there. It does already, you know. I'm glad that I bought it. You saw there's a little bit of fiddling around. It's not perfect. It's not going to be perfect for that amount of money. I want to have it compatible for an electric saw, which is going to be my next move, so that I can sit inside all winter and make these bowls. This is a big step for my bowl making process, because I was using before, there's no need, because that gouge bites off. Width-wise, that gouge takes a lot more than this stupid thing will take. I've had these for years and I've used them for years, and yeah, they're deadly. They're dangerous. You gotta watch where you put them. Gotta watch where you put your hands, and you know, I stopped using those. I don't feel like I need this yet, because the weight of the saw, actually, it does work pretty good. I thought it would feel awkward having that. You see how that's way over here? I thought it would feel awkward having that like that, and then it would be difficult to deal with, but it's really not that bad. So this is the interesting thing here. Because now I'm going to run that belt tighter. The teeth are taking a little bit of wear. The cutter, this head is hot, so there's a lot of friction there. They're not bad though. You can get better quality teeth too. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm happy with that. I like that. I think it's great. Just keep it off the dirty wood until you get extra bits. That's the thing. Don't go, you know, if you haven't milled, or, you know, if it's not real clean wood, I wouldn't even mess with it until you get some extra teeth for it, or, you know, some higher quality metal teeth. It's doing good. For what I paid for it, I'm very happy. If you can afford the more expensive ones, then I would say definitely get one. You know, even just at this right here, this is enough to show me that it's worth it. There, I'm feeling the teeth already starting to get dull, because you're cutting onto the top of the grain. It's already flashing them a little bit. They're still working though. They're still doing their job. That width, you know, I could take the bar and come in here and tighten that up if I wanted, or, I mean, it's just cool you know, it's a cool looking texture piece on its own. Alright, so there was a little bit of fighting back there where it caught and did want to jump. They can jump and be dangerous just like a regular, but you have a lot more leeway because you have that it's the underside that's where everything's going this way. You can pull against that. Yeah, I mean, just really fun, really cool deal. I've got a lot in store for it now. Mine, you know, imagination, creativity wise, just doing these few things, I'm already seeing how it's gonna really help out a lot around here. All right, guys, thanks for watching.